Bonjour. Last week we visited the Grand Trianon, and this week we're off to the Petit Trianon. And after that we'll also visit the Queen's Hamlet. Now in 1750, Louis XV moved into the Grand Trianon. His mistress, the Marquise de Pompadour, urged the king to block off the view of the garden by building a new palace, the Petit Trianon. This extremely cramped new Greek-style palace was initially occupied by the Countess Jeanne du Barry, who had become the king's new favorite mistress following the death of Madame de Pompadour in 1764. And in 1774, 10 years later, King Louis XVI offered it to his wife, Marie-Antoinette, who made it her private retreat. Thus, not far from the Palace of Versailles, the Queen had a place of relaxation and enjoyment. As a way of escaping from court, Marie-Antoinette spent most of her time at Petit Trianon as a simple lady of the manor, surrounded by her children and close friends, And here on the first floor is the reception room where she would gather her friends to chat, sing, and play. And then next door is the Queen's apartment, first occupied by Madame du Barry, and this boudoir features a system of sliding mirrors that allowed the windows to be blocked out. So here we have the Temple of Love, a small and elegant Greek-style temple built in 1778, and it contains a statue called Cupid fashioning his bow from the club of Hercules. Now rumor has it that this is where Marie-Antoinette used to meet the Swedish Count Axel von Fersen, whom she met years before at a masked ball in Paris, before becoming queen. Marie-Antoinette completely transformed the gardens with a grotto, a waterfall, and various small buildings. And it was done by the same architect who created the Queen's Hamlet 9 years later. And close by is the Grotto, and it is there that on the 5th of October 1789 the Queen received warning that the people of Paris were marching on Versailles, and the next day the royal family was brought to Paris. The Queen's Hamlet is the centerpiece of the gardens of the estate of Trianon. It was designed as a palace broken up in several rustic structures, inspired by the half-timbered houses of Normandy. Each of the 10 small buildings, with the exception of the Marlborough Tower, has its own kitchen garden. And there were 2 orchards, one of which lies behind the Queen's house. They contained the hamlet's fruit trees: apple, cherry, peach, plum, pear, and quince.